unprecedented action. Some of those actions that were taken that were unprecedented or not having been done in a county of Hawaii before was one, because of the budget challenges, we cut 55 vacant positions. It's the most positions ever cut in the history of county of Hawaii. We reduced our budget 4%, which is the first budget reduction since 2001. We have 83 less employees at the end of my first term, than end of my first year, than at the beginning of the first year. And that employee reduction was based on not filling bodies that had positions that had retired or were otherwise vacated. So we achieved those savings through attrition. I'm also very proud that we heard loud and clear from our community that we needed greater representation in West Hawaii. And to that end, every previous administration only appointed one person from their cabinet to serve the people of West Hawaii, Deputy Managing Director. In addition to that position, we took an executive assistant position, moved it to Kona. We appointed for the first time ever a Parks and Recreation Director out of Kona, Mr. Bob Fitzgerald. We appointed the first housing director because we felt the greatest housing needs were in West Hawaii. So the first housing director from West Hawaii was appointed, Mr. Steve Arnett. We appointed the first director and or deputy director, leadership position in the Department of Planning, Deputy Director Margaret Masunaga. In addition, we expanded or allocated staff people from different positions to serve our community in West Hawaii. We're very proud that we have a dynamic presence in West Hawaii, serving our entire island. We also, I'm very proud to say, have our department heads following our lead. I not only go over to West Hawaii every single week throughout our first year, but so does Director Warren Lee from Department of Public Works. So does Bobby Jean Lee Todd from Director of Planning. We have monthly meetings both here in Hilo of our cabinet as well as in West Hawaii. Further expansion of connecting people of the island of Hawaii to government, to their county government. We did an unprecedented step of taking our entire cabinet out into every community. This past Tuesday was our 24th cabinet community meeting island-wide. Myself and my cabinet, and that includes the chief of police, chief of the fire department, directors of multiple departments, including our managing director, corporation counsel, Department of Water Supply, Department of the Office of Aging, all went out with us from Ocean View, Na'alehu, Pahala. We held meetings in Honaunau, Holualoa, Kealakekua, Kailua, Waikoloa, Kohala twice, Honoka'a twice, Waimea twice, Lapoihoi, and of course, as Peter covered, a well-attended meeting in Waikele. It was a great experience because it allowed our department heads and directors to learn, to listen, to hear directly from our constituents what we can, what we should, and what we need to be doing. And it was a great education, a great learning experience, and I think it was a positive step forward because as challenging as some of the questions were, as difficult as some of the issues are, we made ourselves available. And we held a policy that we would stay and answer every single question and would not leave until people felt that they had gotten their questions answered or they had gotten a commitment for follow-up action on behalf of our government. As you all know, one of the big steps in addressing the issues of challenging economy both at the national and state level, has been what's called the ARA, or American Recovery and Reinvestment Act. That ARA, we are proud to say that the County of Hawaii got its fair share. We received notice last week that we were the first county to obligate wastewater funds under that program. We're also proud to say that a couple weeks ago, we had been able to successfully obligate the largest infrastructure project under the federal economic stimulus. That's, of course, the mid-level or Anikeho-Kaloli Highway that went through many hurdles and many obstacles and required a lot of partnerships and teamwork from many parties in the community. And that has been a commitment of our administration. And I don't stand here as the mayor of the County of Hawaii to say, I did this or I did that. But I stand here to say so many in our community have done it with us. And we have been a small part of helping our community achieve their goals and their objectives. You know, when we talk about, I'd like to go down just a couple, and then I'll open up to any questions that any of you might have. When we look at housing, we all understand that because of the economic expansion and the boom in housing, that a lot of our local residents and those most vulnerable in our community were left without access to quality, affordable housing. To that end, we have broken ground and currently under construction with the West Hawaii Emergency Shelter in Kailua Kona. We are going out to bid early 2010 for the Kaloko Transitional Program in West Hawaii. We are also planning to finish and complete site work and development on Waikoloa Kamakoa project and hope to go vertical and begin construction of quality, affordable homes in April of 2010. So that's our housing projects and priorities that we've been able to work on this past year. Of course, infrastructure, road improvements has also been a priority, as has been transportation and our mass transit agency. Many of you know, committed throughout the campaign and the beginning of our administration, that transportation, including public transportation, expansion of our Helion transit system, was a cornerstone of our administration, because we felt that was the one area where we could impact so many of our community in a positive way. We'd mitigate and alleviate traffic congestion, get cars off of the road, positively impact our children, to our seniors and employees and students. To that end, this is the first year, proud to say that we achieved 1 million passengers on our Hawaii County public transportation system. We just took delivery this past month and part of last month, 9 new buses for the County of Hawaii. We're really appreciative of the Hawaii County Council for agreeing to expand the Kukua Zone. The County Council saw the need and responded by affirming that free transportation will continue into the next fiscal year. We're beginning construction on 18 bus stops around the island. Project was just completed that identified over 500 bus stops. We want to get the first 18 done soon and begin moving to the next 50. Tom Brown has been very ably pursuing that. We also received over $1 million in federal economic stimulus funds for transit. We'll be purchasing 2 new buses and the first double-decker bus in the entire state of Hawaii. We look forward to a continual increase in our capacity and new buses to expand our Helion system, new bus stops, and continue to create a safe, timely, efficient transportation system, because that is the way that we can absorb the projected growth and continued growth here on the island of Hawaii. We also have made a commitment to improving infrastructure in agriculture. We have begun the planning process on over 1,700 acres of lands in Kapulena. That will be the largest agricultural park in the entire state of Hawaii. In this park, we have had commitments from school-based gardens, community-based gardens, small farms, large-scale farms, ranching, and Hamakua Farm Bureau has agreed to take the lead. Of course, we have CTAR from UH Manoa, NCRS helping us plan this. Senator Takamine and Representative Nakashima has really been an integral part of the leadership of bringing these parties together. And so we look forward to creating an integrated agricultural park on the island of Hawaii, not only the largest agricultural park in the state, but we hopefully look forward to making this the most successful one.